Hello, party people. So we are beginning the second phase of the van, which is getting the floor in. Super exciting. Behind me is the subfloor that I painted. It's 3/4 inch plywood. And yeah, we're gonna get this party started by putting the bolts in. There were pre-drilled holes on the floor of the van. We had to buy longer bolts. What were the bolts that we had to buy?
We took these out and we saw that they were not quite long enough, so then I got these bolts, and I was a little bit confused because these are actually metric bolts. First bolt's in, and I'm about to get under and screw in the second bolt underneath.
So we're screwing down the subfloor. Kill mat is officially done, and I'm working on the last bit of kill mat over here. And down here is actually where we're gonna put the battery. It fits in perfectly. And then over here will be some storage. We did decide to cut out the hole for the fuel pipeline or whatever that's on the floor, so we had to actually pull the floor out, and now making a template for that. So we're gonna have like a floating piece of the floor over that black fuel line that I've heard is important to keep open for future repairs. Luckily, the hole that we cut in the plywood fits. All 3 screws are accessible to get this thing off if we ever need to. And then this is just gonna free float in there.
Wow.
Like that. Sick.
Well, it wasn't lucky because we measured 6 times and we cut once.
All right, so we're headed to the hardware store for the 3rd time in the last 12 hours. I guess more like 24. Just for the little nuts and bolts and stuff that we've forgotten. Hopefully that'll help finish up this subfloor.
Get the floor in, get it secured.
Got the main part of the subfloor bolted in, which is great. That took like a good portion of the day so far, just trying to figure out how to line up all the holes. We put one last bolt right here so that it would just hold down. Now I'm gonna make templates for this section where the plywood didn't cover, and we're gonna have to cut more of this. I think it's actually 5/8 plywood. I was wrong about the 3/4 inch. We're gonna have to cut some of the 5/8 plywood to fit this whole section. So I am gonna attempt to make my first template ever out of cardboard, blue tape, knife. Here we go. Okay, not gonna lie, this template is definitely more frustrating than it should be. It's just like really hard to get the lines straight, curved, and I'm just trying to make it so I can cut this last piece of wood for the floor. We are moving slow today. It's been kind of like a hard day. Definitely been problem solving today, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. So hopefully this template gets done soon and we'll get there.
Tomorrow I'm going to cut this little plastic ridge off on this plastic thing, and we wanted to keep this in so we had a nice seal as you enter and exit. So water, rain, debris, whatever. So I want to make sure I had a nice little entry point here. And then I'm going to make this a piece of wood here that's strong enough to stand on. And then it's going to be supported by the end of a box. And then right here is going to be our battery box, and it's where the battery is going to live.
Oh my gosh, my dog is barking uncontrollably. I should probably go bring him inside. What I'm about to do right now is make a template for the window, and I'm actually gonna put some R-mat in there, 3/4 inch insulation, and I am gonna use Havelock wool mainly, but it's kind of gonna fill the gap that's right here in between where the wool will go, just for some extra insulation. So this is what the before window looks like. This is the R-mat stuff I'm using. Trace my window template on here and hopefully it fits. Now I'm gonna use this aluminum foil tape to tape around the edges. It says aggressive adhesive, blocks moisture, helps prevent heating and cooling loss. It is officially getting dark outside, and I am just working on the template for the last window I'm gonna do. Filled all 4 window holes with RMAT, and I'm actually gonna leave this bigger back one open because I'm gonna put a round porthole window in it, which we still need to cut. Yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this back window and then probably call it good for the night.